There is that metal plate right there. Hopefully the camera can get it. This piece right here, that's the one you're gonna lift slightly.
Welcome, and we have the car of the day. Let's take a look. Okay guys, now we're gonna start to remove the upholstery from this vehicle. The removal is very simple. You cannot ruin anything, right? Because either way it's gonna go wasted. So, and this is an old vehicle. This is a 2009. So I'm gonna use our hydraulic and pneumatic toys. We're gonna use the standard wire cutter pliers because that's the way you're gonna be doing it. So we're gonna start to remove all this. I think the only complication or the only part that is gonna be more difficult is gonna be the armrest. This one is very basic trimming. I mean, some of these guys, when you have cloth like this, we just go with the scissors. We don't have to worry much about the hack ring. There's a lot of hack rings in this vehicle. This is still the time when these cars were well made. The companies really put good effort to make them solid. It's not the case anymore. Maybe the luxury brands like Bentley, things like that, is still, you know, keeping things together. That's a lot of debris. See? Ooh. Okay, guys. Let's fold this over so we can expose the inner trim. What do they put? Velcro, clips, hack rings? Most likely it's hack rings, guys. Let's see. Yeah, hack rings, and they don't put too many. That was it. One out. And it has a lot of static. Okay guys, I'm gonna clean up this place and I'm gonna continue on the backrest. This is our backrest. We're gonna remove the guides for the seatbelt. And we put this back so we can find them once we put the new cover. We do the same here, guys. I'm gonna remove this. Put it aside and put the screws back in place. Now let's take a look at the armrest. The assembly. And they put two things in this case. That's our armrest out. And guys, everything else is just the same process as the cushion, so no need for me to shoot this. Very simple. So we're gonna continue with the front seats. Okay guys, now here we have the trimming for the rear armrest, and this is a Phillips number 1. It is a 4 small screws. This is a 2-part armrest. This is the top lid. And then we have two Phillips number 2. That's to get the armrest off the frame. And now we just remove that cover, take this off, put the other one back in. That will do it. Now for the other section, guys, this one we just wanna pry the clips. Let's get the hinge off here. Remember the position all the time, guys, so you don't get confused. And we just pry it out like this so you can have access to the framing section right there. I am rushing this a little bit because I want you guys to see the final trimming. So see, that's how it comes off. You go all around, and I have a little trimming here. Let me do it for you guys. We don't wanna do much about the front. We're just gonna tuck it inside the little section right there. I'll demonstrate in a minute. This one right here, guys. I'll show you in a minute. Let me get this off. Now let's take a look at the armrest mechanism, so we can decide how we're gonna do this. And for this vessel, guys, we have to go through here. There is a piece of metal. We have to lift this little metal so it releases the two clips from the bottom, and then the top ones also are released. So unfortunately it's not visible to the camera. Let me see if I get the cover off and I can see. Hold you. If you can see right there, guys, there is that metal plate right there. Hopefully the camera can get it. This piece right here, that's the one you're gonna lift slightly so it releases the pins in this section, and then the other pins that is under here, they're gonna be released also at the same time. Well, not at the same time. First the bottom, then the other section. We just put everything back together, guys, when we have the new covers, and that's your rear armrest covers removal. Okay, guys, now we're gonna remove the covers for the headrest. You can compress them, but for us right here, we don't gonna save any of this, so we're gonna just cut them. And the same process, guys, it's gonna be for the other headrests. Okay, guys, now we're gonna be doing the removal of the covers in the front. And there is things you need to know when it comes to luxury brands, because they have so many motors and adjustments. It's a lot of wiring in it compared to a regular Corolla or a Camry. This Lexus has the cooling and heating, it has the heating element, and it has too many motors for different functions. Still, this version of this car is easy to work with. So the first thing we want to take is the back cover. And we work in the floor, guys, because we have leverage when it comes to the weight. That's why we don't do it in the bench. It's easy to do it over here. So I just remove these straps from the frame, and we have two Phillips. These are number 2s. And we're gonna remove all the wiring harness from the upholstery. And this one that attached to the phone in the cushion is the heating element. We want that one too off. And this is this one right here. So this is the only challenge with these cars, guys, the amount of wiring we have to go through. So we need this one free because we want our cushion to come off, and this one will hold it in place. This is for the heating element, guys. Now we're gonna remove these clips from the cushion so we can get it off. That's it. Okay guys, now when it comes to the cover, as you can see it's already loose. We're gonna pry in this side. We're gonna just push this side like that, and then the other one. The pushing is just to release these two tabs, and the other ones come off by themselves. Now we need to clean all these hard rings, yeah, for sure, but I'm gonna go quick here just for the demonstration. You still need to remove all this, okay guys? Don't leave it there. And we can get this one off too. You just have a clip here on the top. And we have more hack rings here, guys. Take them off. This is just to not to deal with the pressure in the wire, and we know there is nothing that we can cut underneath, so we just cut the fabric so we can release the clips. Okay guys, now this is the same system as Toyota uses it, so we're gonna have later on to disconnect all this. But for now, just for the removal of the cover, I'm gonna go here. And again, guys, when the installation process began, we're gonna have to take these moldings. Right now, just so you can see how we're gonna take the cushion pad off. And this is the motor for the cooling system, yes. That's our cushion, guys, soft. And we're gonna cut all the airbag reinforcements. There is a 10 nut underneath, so we're gonna work on that in the installation process. And this is gonna be the same process, guys, for the cushion. All it has is hack rings. So let's start to cut them. And we have to transfer the heating element back into the foam.
And what I'm gonna do is remove the attachment from the cover. Be mindful to not to cut the heating element, guys. We just cut in the little supports for it. There you have your heater, your cover is off. I use 3M Super 77 to put it back. You can use any other type as long as it's safe to use with the heater. We know this one is, so we have no problem on that. Let it dry a little bit. And this process that I did here, guys, is the same we're gonna be doing in the cushion. It has the hidden element and it has the same hack rings. It's just the bottom section. When we start to do the trimming, we're gonna have to take off all the trimming, all the molding, so we can put the cover back in. So I'm gonna be demonstrating that later on the video. For now, let's put the heated element back in place. And there you have it, guys. Now I'm gonna do the cushion and prepare everything, guys. The next step is the sorting of the covers. We call it the loading process. We're gonna load everything. It means we just gonna hack run everything in the face, and later on in the process we're gonna do the trimming, which is put everything back in place and put all the hooks, put all the wiring, and reassemble all the moldings. That will be the last step. So I'll continue, guys. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments.